Hi everyone, this is Diane. Welcome to my channel today, and we're going to be working on some coin envelopes today. This is a Let's Use It episode. Last time we did it, I pulled a slip of paper out and it said coin envelopes. So that's been germinating for a while, and I guess there's just so many possibilities, but I have a few supplies around me, and we'll just see what we come up with. I have one planned out, and the rest of them are not planned. I'm supposed to draw another one before the video is over so we know what's next, and just so that I don't forget, I'm going to do it now, because I've come very close to forgetting at the end of the videos before. And I want to talk to you about the name of this series, too. But first, let's draw. I've got to put some more in here. I have other ideas, and I just haven't put any in here. If it's something I've already done, I'm going to put it back. This says playing cards. I already did playing cards. Green stamps. Okay, I haven't done green stamps yet, so that will include any of the loyalty stamps that I have. And I put it back because, you know, I can always revisit that. And I'll try to remember to put more words in there, more ideas in there for the next time. So, next one is going to be green stamps, whenever that will be. But today is coin envelopes. So I have various sizes and colors of coin envelopes. These are the little ones, and I have them in white. I only have one of this yellowy color, manila, and then a bunch of these. I don't know, whatever color they are. So got that size, and then these are vintage ones, mid-size, and they have the metal clasp. And this one was from a hardware store in Tunkhannock. So these I must have gotten at a flea market. This one probably, because that's pretty local. I mean, it's not real local to me, but it's in Pennsylvania. My husband actually spent his young childhood years there. And then I don't know if I got these at a flea market or if somebody sent them to me, but probably a flea market. And then I have this size, and I have them in pink too. So well, that one's a little taller. The pinks are taller. So the one I'm going to start with is this size. And I think I wanted to do it in pink, but I didn't. So I'm going to do the next one in that color too. Well, I did mention that I'm going to be working on a sewing themed journal for my friend, and I showed you the kit that I was using, and I linked it below, and already I forgot Seneca Pond Crafts, maybe? I think maybe that's who it is. And there's a ton of pages and a ton of ephemera, and there are quite a few envelopes in the kit. Where's my kit so I can show you? There's pockets, and this is like a coin envelope, the same sort of shape. And I don't know if there are bigger ones. There are several of these little ones. Yeah, no, that's the same size. Yeah. So there's just lots of envelopes. So I don't really need to decorate a coin envelope, but I'm going to. So that's what we're going to do. And I used some of the elements from this paper kit. There were some pages that weren't exactly journal pages, just 8.5 by 11, like background papers, and I did print lined paper on the back, but unfortunately you're not going to see that because I'm going to glue it down. But I took one of the background papers and cut it to fit onto the envelope. And then you can see I used one of these elements. These were kind of a pain to cut out, but there's quite a few, and they're cute, and I like that. So a needle pulling thread. There's another one that says it's all fun and games till the bobbin runs out, and that just cracks me up because I hate it when the bobbin runs out when I'm in the middle of a project. There we go. I needed these. So I don't know if I want to put this on a pocket or just use that on a game on the page, because, you know, to highlight it more, because it's one of my favorites. She who leaves a trail of stitches is never forgotten. I think I'll use that because my friend's mother was a quilter, and I think she might appreciate that sentiment. So this can be the envelope that will go in my friend's journal. I will, of course, be making one for the shop also. I'm not going to be doing a lot of inking in this journal. I'll turn this light on. Because it's a bright, you can see the colors there, and it does look vintage, but it's not grungy. So I don't want to do a lot of inking, but I thought this piece looked better with some ink around it. I also have these envelopes that are coin envelope shaped, but they have the window. I don't know if we'll use one of those today. Don't know what we're going to do today. It's a shame to cover that lined paper up. I have this block of fabric that I got at a flea market or a yard sale. It was in a box of stuff. So it's a muslin, I think. It's actually a thin cotton. It just reminds me of bandage rolls. So I'm just going to cut a little strip of that. And a piece of lace. I cut the bottom at an angle, just give it a more decorative look. It's subtle. It doesn't jump right off the page, but it adds some texture. So I was trying to decide what I wanted to use, and I kept jumping from one idea to another. I could get out my postage stamps, both the stamps you buy to affix to your envelope to mail it, but I also have the rubber stamps that came from an old post office. I could have done something fun with them. Different bundles of ephemera that I have, like digital ephemera, and my Tim Holtz dolls. I just kept jumping from one idea to another, and numbers, stamps, rubber stamps, my digital cards, journal cards that I have vast amounts of already printed, but I decided I would just do something for the sewing journal, and then we'll see where we go from there. I do have some of those supplies that I just mentioned pulled to see what we end up doing. So I glued the lace down the middle, and now I'm just adding this fun little sentiment. And then I pulled vintage buttons out of my vintage button collection. Now this is slightly bigger than that one because it comes off the edge just a tiny bit, but these envelopes are going to be tucked into a pocket, so that's fine. So these are all vintage buttons, and I already tied my embroidery thread through it because it's time consuming and fidgety. I hate that job, but I like the look of the buttons when they have the thread in them. So I already did that off camera. You're welcome. I use glossy accents to glue this stuff down, but I've been having trouble getting the glue out of my bottle. I just used it for the other buttons, but it clogs up so fast no matter what I do. So I'm more than halfway through the bottle. It's getting pretty close to the bottom, so I think I'm just gonna splurge and get myself a new bottle because this is damaged where I keep poking it. But this is what works the best. for gluing down metal pieces and plastic pieces and stuff like that. And I've had this bottle for a very long time because I don't use it that often. And then I wanted to do something on the back also. So I have this envelope here that was in with my sewing journal supplies. Just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, and there were a couple of pieces that were cut off of pattern from a pattern catalog. I think I'll use that one. I don't think any of these edges are very straight. Maybe that one is actually the edge of the book. We were supposed to have 2 full days of snow. It snowed all day yesterday, but I think it's already done. It was supposed to snow till 7 p.m. tonight, but it's not even noon yet, and I think it's about done. We might get a little bit more, but I went out to do a little shoveling, and it was so wet and so heavy. For this, I punched a 1 1/4 inch circle, and I want it to be covered in fabric. So I'm going to glue the circle to this pretty piece of yellow fabric and use my pinking shears to cut it out. There's a pretty flower right in the middle of that. And then I just kind of carefully cut around, keeping the edge of the pinking shears close to the circle without cutting the circle, and trying to line up the points as I move the scissors so that I get a nice even zigzag. And I'll just put glue on the top part of that. And then of course I'll have to put something inside. I didn't think that far ahead and get something ready to put inside, but we will have something inside. So those are 2 envelopes ready for sewing journals. I thought it might be fun to make an envelope with a pocket on it. I did not get anything out for the pocket because I wasn't sure if I would actually do that. Let's see what I have. Let's see if there's anything in this basket of small scraps. That's cute. I like that one. It's whimsical. So first I'm going to cut it to the size of the envelope, and then I'll decide on what kind of shape or angle to give it. A little bit wide. I was trying to decide if I wanted it to be straight or curved, and I decided on curved. This is thin paper, so I think I would want to back it with some cardstock. Not very heavy cardstock, just something to give it a little weight. I wonder if any of these cards would go with this for sticking inside. They might all be a little too vintage. Maybe one of these. I could put that on a bigger card. That would be cute. The rest of them, well, there, that one might be good. Most of them are vintage. I'll pick one of those. So I guess I will just glue this. We'll have to decorate the outside. So I do have some of my digital ephemera here and numbers. Got the blues and the pinks. One more element. I'd rather go with something that's not pink. There's yellow and blue and green in there. Maybe a neutral, but not too vintage looking. No. Something round, I think, or not rectangular anyway. Now I have two number 3s. No. This looks like a stamp. I think it was. I thought it was a digital, but I think it was cut off of a postcard. So that is actually a vintage stamp. And I think I like that. I might want to change the color of that letter, or number though. I do have a pale blue. It's a little bigger. Okay. I think I will ink the top of this at least. I might as well do the whole thing. I'm going to use my art glitter glue because it has a finer tip on it. So the glue won't spread out as much and there'll be more room in the pocket. I'm thinking though, before I lay that down, I might want to put something on the background. Like a stamp. I have this lacy background, quite pretty. What color would I do it in? Is crumb cake too dark? I think we'll try it. Let's just see how dark it is. Well, that's not dark. I think it'll work. It's not showing up very much. Looking for a scrap paper. I've got them all underneath me here. Now this stamp isn't long enough to cover the whole envelope, but I think the pocket will cover the part that got missed. And that is the perfect shade. This stamp, these envelopes are a little faded at the top there. Okay, now you can put that on. Add some more glue because it dried up. kind of awkward. I don't want these two to be lined up right there, but the shape makes it a little awkward. Maybe like that. I could have made the pocket bigger. There's plenty of space on this envelope. Thought I wanted the 4 underneath, but it turns out I didn't. This is cut crooked. All right. Now we could make a journal card with this or this. I love this one. Either one would look nice, but we'll use this one. So, got to get some measurements here. I think we'll have 2.5 inches wide and 5 inches. Let's try that. That's perfect. But now I like that better on it. And I'll just cut a piece of card and put a card inside the envelope. It'll just be plain, not decorated. Just something to journal on. I could stamp some journaling lines on it if I wanted to. I don't think I want to round the corners because I'm not rounding the corners of that. But maybe I do because that's a nice curved design. Let's do that. I'll just use 1/4 inch. That one. Okay. And then I think you might need a little label or something there. Looking for one that's slightly bigger. This is sticky. Must have been a sticker, not a digital. Looks like I pulled it off of something. I like that one. I love it. I might have to put a little lace up there. Let's see what I have. Well, that's pretty. It's got that little embroidered flower on it. That's a winner. Keeps sticking to my thumb. Okay. That is so pretty. And this will get tucked into a pocket of a journal. So I don't think I'll do anything to the back at this time. Maybe when I'm putting it in a journal, I'll think of what to do on the back, and I will cut just a plain card to tuck in there. But I think that is a very pretty coin envelope. And I don't think I have time to do any more. I did want to show you when I was getting them out, I found one little one that was already stamped on. Well, that one's stamped on, just says canceled. These are my vintage postal stamps, but there's another one. Where did it go? Oh, it's over here. This one. It says, while you were out, message. And that stamped on the back. So it's really fun to just get out stamps and decorate your coin envelopes also. And I did get some stamps out, and I do have a few minutes. I have these Prima stamps that I don't know if I've ever used. And I think these would be great on a coin envelope. I wonder if that will stick to a block. Yep. See if my Stays On brown is still dark. Not dark enough. I'll use black. Oh, that looks good. That looks fine, just like that. Ink around the edges. You could, sometimes I decorate this side of it and then glue it to a page, and then you can put something inside it. You could actually glue it as a tuck spot or just glue it flat. Yes, I like that. Let's try another one. I need a slightly bigger block for that. Getting ink on the corners, but it didn't come off on this one. It didn't. So hopefully it will stay off of the envelope. Make sure I'm doing it right side up. I got a little bit on the corner there, but that's okay. That looks cool. Now what is this? I think that would be perfect there. Very easy, quick and easy projects. That one fits. Love it. These are in French. Might as well do the flap. Alright, so that is my project for coin envelopes today. We just decorated with paper and ephemera and buttons, a little bit of fabric and lace, a little bit of everything. And we did one with a pocket on the front with a tag inside, which I think is beautiful. I love the colors. But you do these in your style. If you have this and you want to make it grungy, make it grungy. And then just stamping on them is very simple and fun. So I hope that you'll get out your coin envelopes and put some to use. Thanks for watching, and the next, I was going to talk about the name of the video, the series. I already have Stashistry videos using up stash, so I don't know which one catches your attention more, Stashistry or Let's Use It. I was thinking if I use Stashistry for using up my stash of product, then I could use the tag let's use it for some of my tools, like my crimper, my embossing powder maybe, things that I don't get out and use that often. And so I could make a list of those things and do a Let's Use It series with that, and then call these Stashistry. What do you think? Let me know. I'll see you soon in the next video, and I hope that you get out some products and supplies and get to work and have a fun, crafty period of time today. See you soon. Bye-bye.